Hi, Richard Wilkins here again, and I'd like to speak to you about NLP. NLP, well, what I can say is about, I would say, a third, 40% of the people that do BC, Broadband Consciousness, our program that's at the heart of what we do, are NLP qualified. Often these people have got really successful NLP run businesses. So certainly NLP doesn't contradict what we're doing, or we don't contradict NLP. Someone summed it up beautifully once when they said, well, BC does for the heart what NLP does for the head. And I thought that was a good way of summing it up. Personally, I'm not an intellectual person. This has helped me massively. And one of my dreams is, and it will happen, it's a happening thing, it started already, that we can measure our kids on something else other than intellect. Intellect is very useful, but certainly if you look at the education system, most of it is still based on being a parrot. What I mean by that is, to get by still a vast majority of the exams, it's about being able to remember what you've been told. Whether what you've been told is correct or not. They ask you, well, look, this is what we said, and you repeat about this is that day, this is who went where, or whatever, or how you spell this, or whatever, the whole thing. And that's nothing to do with creativity. It's absolutely nothing to do with creativity. And like I often say to people, how useful is your computer if you haven't got access to the internet? And they say, well, it's not useful at all, and what you're left with then is a processor. Well, that's just like the brain, you know, it's very useful. You know, the computer's useful, but really often we want it for the internet. We want access to the internet, and one without the other. The computer without the internet, you're not going to get online. You're not going to be able to send your emails, receive your messages, send your messages, you know, download the latest programs. Well, that's how I see that the BC works very, very well with NLP. If you haven't done NLP, no worries. You know, you can still do BC. It's like someone said that the beauty of BC is that you can explain it to a kid. Well, I know a lot of the NLP stuff is brilliant, but you can't always explain it to a kid. A lot of it is intellectual. You know, it's difficult to explain a lot of the time. And it is very much about the head. Well, I see this again. This is the computer, and here the heart, or the treasure chest, as we call it. This is your chest, treasure chest, where the gems are in here. The treasure chest, well, that's the modem. And put the two together, and they work really, really well. So if you've done NLP, you've got to check BC out, because put the two together, you can get online. It's so powerful. If you haven't done NLP, no worries at all. You can still do BC. So it's entirely up to you. As always, you can email us. The email address is there if you've got any queries anyway, and we can answer them. So there you go. BC does for the heart what NLP does for the head. Put the two together, the process and the modem, and then you can get online. And when you can get online, that's where the inspiration comes. That's where you can download all the amazing ideas that you need for your life or for your business. So there you go, guys. Check it out. Check the other videos out. Be back soon. Bye.